Power to the people. We are back to do maintenance. You are tuned in to the latest episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. This is episode number 30. 30 ball, dirty 30. I'm your host, Nico. Joined with the good crew today, my brothers. We got that boy Ray in the building. What's going on, man?
Oh, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm feeling myself right now. We in for a pod, man. We in for a pod.
Brothers get a new webcam and get the acting
You-
totally
you- hey,
different.
hey. I ain't seen me like this.
Okay. We gonna move it on. We got my boy Ev in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's happening? What's happening? All my ops are ops.
No, for sure. And all of that is above me now. We got the good brother Rose in the building. What's going on, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
We are here. We are back for another week of keeping it a buck, keeping it a beam, but most importantly, we gonna keep it clean. Before we jump into it, if you are joining us on YouTube, please be sure to like, comment, and leave us and subscribe. If you are joining us on DSPs, please be sure to add us to your library and get an update every single time that we drop so you can stay tapped in with the show. If you are trying to find us on social media at the Keep It Clean Show, again, that's at the Keep It Clean Show on Instagram and TikTok. My brothers, we are back. Solos. We got one solo this week. Gonna swing that over to my boy Ray. What you got for us?
Nothing crazy. I just wanted to do a cleanup on my own self and what's been going on. First and foremost, rest in peace to Cuzzo. You know, you passed last week. We thinking of you. We have the proceeds, and we're gonna get the family together and support you. So first and foremost, rest in peace, Rosani. Right.
Facts.
Secondly, I do want to give a shout out to Kyle Bethel. I know I started the other pod a few weeks back saying this song, I'm just a decent man. You feel me? We got in contact for a little bit just to chop it up. Cool people, man. I see what you're doing. You making that hit work, man. Shout out to Kyle Bethel, bro. Shout out to Kyle Bethel. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Okay, for sure. We're gonna jump right in, man. We're gonna do business first and bullshit last. That's the that's the rundown for this podcast. So first things first, man. Uh Rest in peace to ASSATA Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Passed away.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. Big facts. Passed away September 25th. Goes without saying, political activist, member of the Black Panther Party, member of the Black Liberation Army, wrongfully convicted of murder by New Jersey, sentenced to life, held in men's prisons, uh, held in solitary confinement for like up to 20 months. Crazy shit, wild, inhumane shit going on. But was able to escape from the prison, escape to Cuba, and she lived out the rest of her life free. Dig what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say shout out to ASSATA Shakur. Everybody should go read her book, ASSATA, her biography. You know what I mean? It didn't when she passed, it didn't hurt my heart. I mean, it definitely hurt my heart. I never want to see somebody pass, but it didn't like she passed free. You feel what I'm saying? She circumvented the system. She got up out of here and she lived on her own accord for the rest of her life while still being on the FBI most wanted list in America. So I just want to definitely
Yeah.
had to, you know what I'm saying, put that out and make that be known, man. Rest in peace to ASSATA Shakur. Do any of you brothers have any add-ons before we jump in?
I would just say rest in peace. You kind of hit the nail on the head for everything. Honestly, rest in peace.
Good work. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to
Uh,
ASSATA Shakur. Oh, go ahead,
it,
brother.
without assuming what people know, man. If we could drop some links to some
Oh,
of her
it's
work, some of her
yeah, it's gonna be in
conversations
the
and whatnot, you can
yeah,
find those below the episode for y'all, man. So just go tap in with her.
for sure, for sure. All right, let's cap in your raps. I know Ev got a cap in his raps, but go ahead. We going. What you got?
All right. So we're going to talk about some of this later, unfortunately, but I'm going to get it started. This is referring to Cardi B. Um, in her back and forth with Nicki Minaj, she made a tweet saying she told Nicki to go argue or compare herself to her peers around her time. The around her time part, cool. because I didn't even know she had said that until I just read that part. But anybody that's in the same field as you, the moment they get on that field, the moment they get in the court, the moment they get in the booth and are of the same industry, they are a peer of yours. And if they appear, anything goes, like conversation wise, like we can call you crazy for saying something, because everybody can have an opinion, but they are truly a peer. The same way LeBron and Bronny, his son, came into the league, they peers now. Yeah, he got 20 years his senior and well more experience, but they are peers. So, and that's just for everybody. The moment you step into the same lane as someone else, no matter if they got 15 years on you, y'all are peers. And it's also like a respect to you to acknowledge that they are peers. Like, just because someone got you by 10 years and they've already achieved these things or whatever, y'all are peers. So just know that, like, because you're minimizing yourself when you say that. Like, we're not peers. You're minimizing yourself because you're giving them more grace when she, like, in that argument, like, it's supposed to be a combative thing in that way. So just know that, like, capping your raps, Nicki and Cardi, you both are peers to each other. That's it.
Fair enough. All right. I don't have no solos this week. Rose don't have no solos this week. Ray don't have no solos this week. So we're gonna jump right into it. Business first. The government is shut down, y'all. Ray, let's get it.
Let's get straight to the point. At midnight, or 12:01 a.m. if we want to be technical, Eastern Standard Time, on October 1st, the government went into its first shutdown since 2019, right? What triggered it? Failure of Congress to pass appropriations or a continuing resolution. So the core disputes that existed in leading into the shutdown is spending levels, healthcare, which is ACA, Medicaid cuts, and foreign aid rescissions, right? Essential services do continue. So that should be noted. Anything that has to do with national security and military operations, air traffic control and airport security, law enforcement, border protection, disaster response and emergency medical care, Social Security and Medicare, and federal courts. Those will continue to go on. Now, specifically for Social Security and Medicare, those are only core benefits. I would have to do a little bit more research myself as far as like what would classify as core benefits, but please know that. And for the federal courts, it's limited functions. So expect more delays as we've already seen. Part number 3, services are affected. The services that are affected, national parks, museums, visitor centers, closures or minimal staff, right? Regulatory inspections and permits, all of those are going to be delayed. Federal benefits, applications, and grants, it was going to give you processing delays, and federal workers have started to experience or have already been notified that furloughs will happen or likely to happen and may go unpaid unless you are essential work. And there's some essential work that will also go on unpaid. And government contractors, there's going to be project delays. So these are all things that you should be aware because it might trickle down to your state. I don't know how that's going to look for wherever you're at. So do a little bit of reading. And last but not least, just for some of the key takeaways from this, shutdowns will disrupt your daily life and erode economic confidence. That's what they're looking at here, right? Essential services continue, but support systems will slow down. Workers and contractors bear immediate financial burden, and a political standoff is a central driver. And the longer the shutdown goes, the wider the ripple effects will be. That's the bare meat and potatoes. Chopped and screwed goes to Nick.
So I also have a cap in your raps this week, and my cap in your rap goes to the Donald. Surprise, surprise. Commander and thief man, Donald Trump. This man is running around telling people that the reason for this shutdown is because Democrats want to make sure that illegal immigrants can receive Medicaid and apply for the Affordable Care Act, which is otherwise known as Obamacare. I just want to let folks know that according to the Congressional Budget Office, the Democrats' plan does not allow for illegal immigrants to get on the Affordable Care Act. It does not do that. What it does is make sure that the subsidies and let me see, the subsidies and the tax benefits that go to health insurance are extended. So these things were put in place by Joe Biden, especially during the pandemic. And basically what it does is make sure that the premiums that you have to pay for your healthcare can be capped and be lower than what they would normally be, right? This helps so that people can afford their healthcare, right? Now, if this does go through the way that they wanted to, that would be permanent, right? It also makes sure that immigrants that are here legally are still able to be get onto the Affordable Care Act, and these things do apply to them as well. What if it doesn't go through? If we lose this jump, right? Healthcare costs, or for the people, for us, can go up like 18%, right? Which a lot of people already have trouble paying for their healthcare, especially people that don't make as much bread. So that's not going to be good for anybody. Also, just last thing, if we do get this to go through, it will make the spending that we're spending on healthcare go up, I think like $662 billion over the next 10 years. But in that same time frame, that's going to ensure that 7 million Americans are insured. Dig what I'm saying? So would you rather have a healthier populace, healthier citizenry, or would you rather have people out here trying to scramble and scrape, not going to the doctor, which is going to lead folks to being less healthy, lead folks to not knowing what's wrong with them when it's wrong with them, which leads to things that y'all don't think about, like car accidents, right? Because if you're ill, your decision-making processes are a little bit slower. There's a lot of things that play into this, but I just want to call cap on the fact that the commander and thief man is running around telling y'all that this is going to apply to illegal immigrants when that is federally not possible. That's it. That's all I got. Ev, do you have any? Yeah, go ahead.
I would say, as somebody who used to work military, used to work as a government contractor, I've experienced the last government shutdown. I was a part of that. Yeah, I would say hope that this passes. There's a vote tomorrow afternoon to see. So I'm gonna be transparent. Everything we said potentially could be for naught if it passes tomorrow, but we're still here speaking on it. As somebody who did go through it before, and the things that I had to see, because I was one of the people as a government contractor where I kept working, and because our budgets were, our contract and our budgets were already allocated, we kept getting paid. But that project delay part is a very big deal on government contracting. If contracts get delayed in this short interim, you can set people back months, because the government is already slow in these contracts, in these contract bids, the bid procedures of all these companies, sister companies, subsidiaries, and everything trying to win these contracts. This is going to put a real damper on work. Because again, this is the thing people don't realize, is that the furlough workers, the workers that aren't getting paid, they're about to snail crawl this work. Like they're not working at the same rate that they were because they're pissed off. Yeah. So like it's a real situation here. So that's why I say fingers crossed. I pray that it does pass through as soon as possible, because the trickle down effects, as Nick and Ray have both mentioned, it's gonna get scary. And I know a lot of people who are non-government, everything, they always look at it as, oh, it affects the government, it'll never affect us. Let it keep going. It will directly affect us very, very quickly. So yeah, fingers crossed, everything goes through.
And hopefully for all you that are facing this situation, directly to Ev's point, like the government workers for the furlough moments, man, we wish you the best. You know, our prayers are with you too. Hopefully we can figure something out. I got a homie right now that's experienced it. You know, she on the move, just trying to figure out a way to deal with the situations. You know, so it did seem like this one was easier to manage than the previous shutdown that we had, and that's what's most upsetting about it for me. This was an easy conversation that could have been discussed and really worked out, and the stoppage of the government seemed the most petty that I'm aware of. it wasn't even just a fundamental disagreement. It had nothing to do with, oh man, you're asking too much of something. It's just flat out finger pointing, and then that's it. That's it.
In line.
That's it. And it got
in
buried.
straight line.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the pending shutdown seemed to be buried amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. And that's also an upsetting piece too. It's like, man, they just kind of shut down quietly. If you weren't in tune with it, or you just happened to come across some type of news source, usually this is top news. This is what's being discussed. But we're dealing with a whole bunch of other shenanigans where it didn't even come up, man. It didn't even come up. Where are the files? That's what I have on it, man.
For sure. Rose, do you have any reaction to the government shutting down, or are you just trucking as usual?
No, sir.
My boy said we gonna keep it on a day-to-day. I feel that. I do feel that. And that was the serious business. From here on, it's all foolishness. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. It is all foolishness. Up first, y'all seen this NBA YoungBoy tour? Have y'all been seeing these videos?
I've only seen one, and it was very vile, very abusive.
I've seen a few. I've seen a good amount. I've seen the joints where he's actually performing. The shows look crazy. The stands is packed out. The whole crowd is going crazy along with him. The energy look wild. I've seen a security guard get beat up. I've seen a fan get beat up for trying to be in there screaming "Free Dirk." I don't know why you would be doing that. Like, life is not a game.
He was winning at first. He was winning at first, and then they jumped him.
That's what I'm saying.
He was winning.
That's why life not a game. You are in there with the hyenas. You dig what I'm saying? You are Simba when he went out to the elephant graveyard. That's where you at right now. You need to be safe and be careful. You ain't even supposed to be out there, especially if you out there playing a game. This
man was outside yelling "Free Dirt," stood on business, and then they stood on his face. you gotta pick and choose your battles, bro. You gotta pick and choose your battles, man.
But also, real, I do want to say though, like, I don't know if NBA has not been able to tour due to like all of his legal problems that he's had.
Yeah, he's been stuck in Utah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. So now that man is able to tour, and this is what it looks like, we might have to start making some changes to our lists. You dig what I'm saying? Because that brother was putting up numbers from the crib. He been putting up numbers from the crib since about 2017. If we keeping it a bean, like, he about 10 years in, them numbers ain't dwindled at all. His fan base is his fan base. They ain't going for nothing else. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to switch these lists around a little bit in a minute, because you can't put up numbers on the board for 6-7 years and don't nobody say nothing. This shit look crazy. This shit looks crazy.
Really quick question. Really quick question. Don't mind me. I'm just speaking out loud. We're in a barbershop. Was he the protection in Utah? Move forward. Go on. What y'all are saying?
Well, I mean, if he was the protection, he let one get a got.
He definitely
I said go on.
He definitely called off that day. You did what I'm saying. He was on tour. He was on tour.
I see the vision.
Now we doing the science. You see what I'm saying?
Is his fandom a cult?
Yeah, I would say
the YBs.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. It's more green flags in there than Grove Street, man.
What would they be a cult, or does he's just the best of that particular generation? Because is his fan base more massive than previous artists we've seen that might have hit megastardom?
I don't know if it's more massive.
Like say last decade, was his bigger than Drake's fan base from like 2015, 2016, the decade before that, Wayne? Like, what is his fan base bigger than those, or is he just a megastar more so than a cult?
He's a megastar, but I'm saying if you look at his fans, it's more green flags in there than were on Grove Street. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and the energy that they got about him, they just beat a nigga ass for being at his show saying "Free Dirk."
They beat the concert attendant. They beat a nigga for telling you in the wrong seat.
You see what I'm saying? And that type of energy is yeah, bro. That man is wielding a lot of power out here. And go ahead.
I hope that man gets all the work claim that he do. I really do, man, because you could tell by his facial expression. First of all, he was surprised that he even got hit. Then you saw his mind process, like, what did I even do? And as it was happening, bro, he didn't deserve that, bro. Man,
I'd have gotten that fetal
my
position.
man,
you cooked. I'm 60 and it got dropped by a little 22-year-old.
Yeah,
no, facts. I'm never working a concert again. I'm never working a concert again. I'm suing the shit out of YoungBoy.
If you pull up on ChatGPT and just ask reasons why you should or should not go to an NBA YoungBoy concert, the number one says safety concerns. And shout out to ChatGPT trying to be nice. It says crowd energy. His fan base is extremely passionate, which can make concerts be a little overwhelming. Shout out to putting it nicely, bro. No.
Did you just ask ChatGPT this question in real time? Did you just do that?
In real time.
So you took away water from people in Memphis to play games. You part of the problem, brother.
And soon to be St. Louis, because they building ASSATA data centers in St. Louis next.
Yeah, fuck ChatGPT.
But
off top,
back to YoungBoy. So you just told Nick, you kind of just explained. I have not seen a video of YoungBoy actually performing yet on any video I've seen. And I was wondering why I kept saying the green color, because everything was misty green. I ain't know what was going on. I ain't know if that was niggas' breath. I ain't know if that was like something bad going on. I didn't know, but now you saying it's like it's that because I'm not a YB guy. So that's basically his gang.
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
I don't even like the color green that much if it ain't money. So
I said I will not be.
They got it.
But if you do see, like his show look crazy though. It's mad energy. He really is performing these records. He got dancers on the joint. Like it looked like it's all the bread that he's accumulated up to this point is being put into the show, like 100%. So shout out to him for real. Rose, what's your
Rose?
You got any takes? Yeah, you pulling up?
No, man. It's like if y'all go out there, be safe. You gotta know what know what you're getting into. They're not playing out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole new world for fandom. So you know what I'm saying? Like folks really riding for they artists they rock with. Like my man's got stomped, still got up, stood on business and said it's still free dirt. Like you know what I'm saying? He doubled down and they bought him to the back or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there, y'all be safe and know what you're getting into when you're dealing with that type of population.
That's a great word. For sure.
Okay. Quick rap question though. Is it because of the last decade or so of music kind of being on the more chill side, for lack of better words, outside of drill specifically? Is it just because we've came out of a more sensitive era that his looks like high energy, or is that just kind of what rap was for a decent amount of time and it took a break?
No, them niggas is crazy.
Yeah, and like what he's doing now in 2025 really ain't no different from what he was doing in 17, 18. Like it's all the same. It's just the fan base is building. And honestly, COVID, to me, from what I was seeing, it was kind of COVID really ramped his fan base up because it ain't the streaming numbers off Apple Music and Spotify that's cooking. It's YouTube.
On YouTube. And that's okay. And you just pointed out something.
It's been like that since 2017, 18.
They had to change the billboard. Like they had to change how they counted the billboard to make sure that his numbers was like considered in the proper way. Accounted for in the proper way. Like and to Ev's point about the YouTube piece, let me just explain something to y'all. YoungBoy is like Boosie, right? In a way that the chitlin circuit is his fan base, like the heaviest of his fan base, right? And them niggas be on Facebook, they don't pay for streaming services. And why that's important is to tell you they are pulling up their they PlayStation or Xbox, going to YouTube, and they're sitting through ads.
I was about to say that.
Like these folks are sitting,
bro.
you feel what I'm saying? Like yeah, that ain't
They
nothing to
treating it
be
like
played with.
they when you think about it, they treating YouTube, because you gotta think YouTube is like 4-5 minute songs, so they don't have the ads during the song. They treating it, they specifically for YoungBoy, his fans are just treating YouTube like it's Pandora for him.
Facts. They
They just
popping
like
up
YoungBoy radio.
all day. All day.
This what
Yeah.
Chief Keef would have looked like if he would have toured for real, for real.
Absolutely.
That's what it would have looked like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Ray, to your
Yeah.
point, actually, this, because of how you saying the last decade, think about 2010, 2011, 2012 Chief Keef on steroids in a social media era. That's what this is.
Yeah.
So, because put it this way, imagine if Chief Keef would have got everything that he could have had.
Imagine
on
if Chief
exposure.
Keef, imagine if Chief Keef, after finally rich, would have just kept giving them that. Like if Chief Keef went off, he started producing, he went to LA, he started doing like more experimental music, stuff like that. And it ain't to say that YoungBoy just make the same song all the time, because he do like singing, and it's some variety in there. But
Mhm.
that man like found his niche and just feed him every single time. So yeah, he different.
It do kind of bring up a situation too, because him being in that state, we don't know nothing else from that state other than the Utah Jazz. So I don't think he have much to do. You were just able to sit and focus on that. You can't leave, so you just got time to do
he was making
that. So
videos
unless
at
someone
the
pull up
crib
on
with
you,
the ankle monitor.
and then even on the flip side too, it's like it's like you're not in one of them major cities that would distract you either, because there's nothing else out there. It's just
Exactly.
I mean,
you
nigga, he on house
and
arrest.
who,
What
you know what I'm saying? Like
It's really compared. It's really a good comparison with the
that's
Chief
what
Keef,
that's
because
what I'm
like
saying.
when Chief Keef was first starting up and all them videos was at the house because he couldn't leave. That's the same joke. Like most of his videos be at his crib.
They the same person, bro. It's the same person.
That's his tether or something like that.
It's the same person. It's you seen what's the joint with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. I seen that joint.
They clone Tyrone.
Yeah.
They clone
Oh,
Tyrone.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
his clone.
Same shit. They make them in just different states. Like it's the same person. They just make them in different areas, bro. It's the same exact person. No cap.
Yeah.
Do we
In
have a song with
Louisiana.
Chief?
Oh.
I don't know.
Do we have a
That I
song
don't
with Chief
know.
Keef?
I have no idea.
I mean,
If that happens,
He
that's
might
that's
not.
that's a gimme
not my
piece.
demographic,
He
brother.
beefing with, because mind you, got to think he has Chicago beef, so he may not.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a thing.
It's not my demographic.
But
Yeah, I don't think
I would
that
say
would be a thing.
also a really good comparison in a way, I think, is so Currency. You know how Currency, he's an underground legend.
Yeah.
YoungBoy is on top of the ground.
Yeah.
That's literally because you gotta think Currency can still, even though it's Chitlin Circuit and his actual core fan base, Currency still got a packed house. I was just at a show Memorial Day out here, packed house. YoungBoy is doing that on a world level.
Yeah, on a wider scale.
And
So,
he's
yeah.
only like 26 now, I think. So it's like he's
It's
gonna have
different, bro.
longevity with it.
Yeah, facts.
Mm.
So yeah,
That's
shout
what's
out to YoungBoy.
I get
Yeah,
that
shout
that
out to
demographic.
YoungBoy. Yeah, shout out to Young. I like some of the YoungBoy songs, man. You know what I'm saying?
I like
I fuck with
more
some of them.
pre-COVID YoungBoy. I was rocking with him earlier than more so now.
He had me hooked on that boy. We both was going through problems. That boy was be going crazy. I fuck with YoungBoy.
When him and Kevin Gates was making songs together, that's when he was. I was with him. Them was he.
But salute the YoungBoy, man. I'm enjoying watching videos of your tour. I will not be there at any of the shows, but
Absolutely not.
yeah, because I believe in a thing called natural selection. In other news, Young Thug's album came out. UI SCUTI. It did drop. We did listen, and we're gonna review. I'll start us off. Dumpster Juice. That's what I got for you, my boy. I see what you was trying to do. I want to say 2 records off this joint, Face on the News and the joint with YF and Lucci. Ironically enough, I think those are 2 of the better records on this joint. But it was very difficult to get to them because in the very first song, you just dropping hard ERs, bro. Like, what we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, that shit's
What
nasty.
are we? I had to run it. I had to play it again. Like, is this what are we? Oh nah. I don't know. I don't know what you was trying to do there. I see you've been doing interviews talking about go big, you gotta go white. That's race. That's a dog whistle in itself.
Say it for
Yeah.
what it is.
You called
Say it for what it is.
but I'm not even mad. Like, if you want to be like you keep doing interviews and we just keep finding out how smart you're not. And that's your cross to bear. I just want to say this on some serious shit. Michael Jackson is not white. I don't know where the fuck or how the fuck you came to that conclusion. Michael Jackson ain't white. And if you trying to play on the he went white to go big, Michael Jackson been big or was big since he was 5 years old. Stop it. Like, we not
Is
finna
that
play
what
with
that
the
was
real
for?
code. I
Is
can't
that
tell
what the
you.
album cover was for?
When they asked him about it, he was
'cause-
like, when they asked him about it, he said, we be joking and what I'm saying, like, if you gotta go to be the biggest, you gotta go white type shit, like go pop or go whatever. But he took it literally and made his skin white. But then he also applied that to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had vitiligo. Michael Jackson was not trying to be a white man.
Stop it, man. Stop it. And I want to also say,
Yeah, go ahead.
shout out to Ray, because me and you were talking about when we were all talking about the predictions of the album last week with the artwork. You specifically said the word whitewashing, and I said, "Oh, he trying to be Brian Steele." That's what I had said. Track 1 confirmed both, because who the first person you even hear on the album? You hear Brian Steele first.
Yep.
You hear a nice long introduction of him. So because I remember in the chat when I listened to it that night, I was like, "Hey, me and you," he confirmed both our conspiracies literally. Right. And mind you, everybody said we was reaching, and the nigga confirmed both.
What you think of the album?
This clip just for you. This clip just for you. Just because y'all thought we were reaching. Facts.
So I'm gonna say this with the album, I've given it 3 listens so far. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to be honest. First listen, didn't even get past track 5. Second listen to it in the car. And the beats were the issue for me. The beats were a lot of the issues where it was for me, I don't know, maybe just how I was listening. It was too much bass to actually get into what he's saying. It's as if like the beat was trying to win me over more than him, and it wasn't working. Like and then for me, because I'm listening to this album, you're coming off of a lot of stuff. And honestly, we've been waiting for this album. You delayed it for 4 months. I want to hear what you have to say. And it was a little hard at times for me to get him. So that's why I say on the third listen, I was telling Nick that I listened to it just straight off my phone. No AirPods. I just straight off the phone, where the bass isn't able to come through as clearly, of course. It sounded a bit better. Transparency. It sounded a bit better. Out of 20 tracks, I'm gonna say it's about 6 that I'm not even gonna say enjoy, but there are about 6 tracks that I can get with. Nothing. I would say there's only really 1 track that I'm adding to the playlist, and it's probably "Catch Me I'm Falling," because that right there, that was the song. I'm like, okay, you giving me. And maybe because it was a slower tempo, slower kind of laid back, not a high-fee beat trap song, but it was where he was able to be he was able to talk and just get off, "Catch Me I'm Falling," because that really is the story of what you've been going through the last 2.5, 3 years. Like you fail, like you were falling off, and we're not even talking about music. We're just talking about what you were going through. And I think a lot of my issues that do come from the album is the fact that, like, when Gunna, and maybe the comparison is the Thief of Joy thing. When Gunna album dropped, it was we need to hear what you have to say. And for me, I'm wanting the same thing with this first release of what do you have to say? And it was hard to hear what you had to say at times. So like, I'm still playing a few songs now, and it's like, Oh, okay. Now I kind of get you. But it's rough, especially after track 1. That shock value is already kind of off-putting.
Yeah, that's like the worst
Right.
opener to an album I think I've
You
heard.
know?
That's insane.
But yeah, I would say I enjoyed it. It's just now. Oh, one thing I will say: the back half. I'm gonna keep it a bug, bro. Sometimes you just got to do without a feature. Like, I'm gonna be real. 21, Travis, them my niggas. Didn't enjoy them features.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy those features.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to the album. So I feel like I could ask y'all a couple of questions based on y'all's experience. Was the first and foremost was the Future track that they dropped together when he first
Yes,
got
the
out?
same
Was
one.
that on the album?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on there.
Same
track
one?
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for all the features, he didn't have any success with any of them from
I
y'all's
like the
list.
YFN,
None
the
of those
YFN
songs
joint,
would
the
get run.
YFN joint, and the Face on the News got Cardi on it. Ironically enough, those two for me, I think those are dope. I like those
So
records.
I like the T. So, and that's the thing. So the Ti feature,
It's
and
cool.
I like that Ti track. I'm gonna put it this way though. Very hypocritical thug. Ti told the world that he snitched on his dead homie.
But we also not street niggas, and they got different rules about snitching when folks is dead. I don't
Like, he said that his
ain't none of my
man's
business.
came to him in a dream.
It's like an exclusive set of rules that you rarely come across.
So
That's a one-off. It's a one-off rule.
No,
On the
for real.
Queen, that's a one-off. You feel what I'm saying?
that second Mariah the Scientist feature, that Dreams Do Come True, I enjoyed that one. That record with her on it, I enjoyed that as well. Like, and Cardi, the Cardi record was cool too.
I will say that because unrelated to the Thug album, but I did hear a record of like Thug doing some like melodic, like rock type thing, like a leak of that. Brother, go that way. Like Thug, when he slows it down and gets into his melodic bag, it be fine. It wasn't hitting for me specifically on this project, but I can definitely see how folks is rocking with it. And that leak that I heard is flame, absolutely flame, like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's crazy. Go ahead. What's up?
Was it clear that he was like on paperwork?
No, he's still talking gangster shit. He's still talking spinning shit. He's still talking doing drugs. Like on one of them joints, he said, "I just left my PO and pulled up," essentially, type thing. And it's like, I don't know how that plays into your probation or parole. I don't know how that works, but
so you open the door. You open the door really quick to where I was going on. That is, in those times when we talk about whether or not lyrics should be considered in the courtroom, and you see somebody dancing around with this type of situation, it only takes one to mess it up for everybody.
You know where I stand.
You know what I'm
saying? I stand on that.
You
know where I'm
at.
at.
That type
Put them
of
lyrics in the
situation,
courtroom. If you don't want your lyrics to be used in a court case, don't rap about illegal shit that you may be doing. That's just smart. If you do not want the DA to be like, well, that was the crime. Here are the lyrics. Match it up. It matches. What we doing? If you don't want that to be the case, don't rap about it. Seemed like common sense to me.
It used to,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it used to be a thing where you always see old school videos where they talk about it, where you couldn't be gangster and rap. You had to choose one or the other. Like how when hip hop was first coming along, rap was first coming along, you might have had some exceptions to the rules, but it was always seen as if you were a rapper, you were supposed to stay over there because what you are doing, if you were actually involved in that, you can't talk about. And to now we get here.
To that point too, you was rapping about stuff you did before you got into the game. Past tense. So it's like maybe statute of limitations may or may not apply, whatever. But and for the most part, folks would say, "Hey, this is entertainment. I'm just rapping. Don't take none of this serious. Whatever. Cool." Once it's flipped, when drill music came and folks was like spinning and then going to the studio and saying, "Yeah, I just spun," it got different and it blurred the line. But to try to use the whole freedom of speech, protection, art, whatever, and y'all actually killing people, I'm not fucking with none of that. Put that shit in the courtroom and you figure it out, nigga. Make better decisions.
So why couldn't he, even before the album had came out, y'all listen to it now, so it might be hindsight 2020, but before the album was coming out, why couldn't he stick the buzz that we were expecting him to stick, especially compared to Gunna coming back home? Because you would think this is similar to the 6ix9ine situation. You died in the water on the other side.
The 6ix9ine joint is different because 6ix9ine, we knew 6ix9ine was finna do that, and then he did it. But then he came back trying to be like, yeah, I did it, and what? Gunna didn't do that. Gunna came back and said, I didn't snitch. Look at the plea. My plea can't be used in his court case. Like, whatever. And on top of that, it was like he said that, and then he just kept making music. He didn't say nothing else. With Thug, it's like,
okay,
we got the leaks of the phone calls. We got the interview with Big Bank where people can understand where you coming from, but it still doesn't really make much sense. And then on top of all of that, that kind of clouded his rollout process. Like his rollout just kind of became a lot of drama type shit, which makes sense. You just coming off the court case, whatever. But it's like, I think if he would have came home, not said nothing, and just dropped, it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine. That nigger record still ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. But like to come home, have the audio tapes drop, which is not his fault. I'll shoot bail. That's not your fault, but it doesn't help. The whole thing with Mariah the Scientist, y'all break up, whatever. You go doing interviews, and then you make yourself white on the album cover. It was just a lot of things going on where it was like, what is happening right now? And the music didn't really explain it that well, and it's not your best work. So,
and again, how many records did he drop within, like, so, because mind you, the album was supposed to drop in June. So how many songs did he release from release to now?
One.
Is it just the Money on? It was Money on Money. He did a freestyle after the Big Bang joint. He did have a freestyle for that come out.
That was considered a leak, though. That was considered a leak because
video.
And now, and that was later on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, but he didn't. It's not from him. Like it's like he may have done that on some. Because when I heard it, I'm like, he was probably just trying to get his shit off. Like for real. Like I can't actually say none of this because I can't rap about these folks. But like, you know, I still gotta express myself. Cool. He shot a video for it, whatever, and it leaked. Cool. I ain't got no quarrel with that. It's all good. But like I think it was just money on money in the freestyle. So when we get this, it's like the scratch ain't worth the sniff type shit.
Yeah. And Ray, hold on, to your point too.
Okay.
That Money on Money record, like, cause again, even listening to this album now, that Money on Money record, it sounds like when we were in 2019, when we were tired of Future the second time, when he oversaturated himself. That's what like, and that's what it sounds like. That and that's why for me, I think that's a big part of everybody was decided to hear you, and that's the record you come up with. Y'all, one, you're trying to recreate the Otis video when again Otis low key was a moment.
Not even low key. It was a moment.
And so that, like, and it's one of those things, and that's the song that you coming with, where it's like, Thug, our first time hearing you legitimately in 2 years is something that sound like 2019, 2020. And then the music that you had while in jail, again, you just trying to get some bread, ain't hitting. It's a
and that's why that's kind of why I'm asking the question, because again, hindsight. So I'm walking backwards. There was a distance between that freestyle and him dropping the song with Future. Right? 2 months, at least 2 months had went by. Because when he first got back, that Future song came out maybe a month of him being
like
home,
May. I think like maybe May or something, because that's when the album was announced, like June. Yeah.
For June. Okay, so right there, stick right there, because remember we talked about it on the pod. So before everything that y'all just said, because all of that is valid, 2 months had passed by. So why wasn't that song received the way that I guess we would have anticipated?
It ain't hit.
But even for that, it's still him. It's Future. Like that wouldn't have been one you just throw in rotation to push it.
No, it don't hit. Like it don't hit. Like it's, and sometimes it just be that simple. Like if he would have came out, did a first day out freestyle or something like that, maybe we having a different conversation today, right? But that ain't what happened.
Mhm.
So it's like you came home, you gave us a record, you went and got Future, cool, but it wasn't really hitting like that. And then you kept delaying your album, and in you delaying your album, all this other stuff came out
Yeah.
that probably put folks off towards trying to go hear it. And then when it came out, very first song, you calling your ops niggers.
Yeah. Like I
And
think
so,
I think I said this
so
last
I want
week.
to bring it full circle.
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, Ray. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think I said that last week was
Oh,
that
okay.
in hindsight, I think I think in a perfect world right now, he wished that album came out in June, especially if you know,
Yeah.
like in
If all of
hindsight,
this,
he wishes he stuck to that June.
yeah, for sure. For sure. I
Yeah,
think it does. I think it does
and
get a
you
very
actually
different.
kind of shed light on the point.
Yeah, I think this
Yeah,
does get a very
yeah,
different perception if the album came first and then all the other stuff happened. For
Because
sure.
I just looked it up. Money on Money came
No.
out in April.
Mm,
I
damn.
just looked it up. It came out
Boom.
April
Yeah,
25th.
so it been a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
It had
It's
been a
been
minute.
6 months. Well,
And
5 months now.
you
Yeah.
said okay. So because that what you had just said Ev, right before is kind of the point that I'm getting to of I think that freestyle and the album went the way it did because of the reactions that didn't occur beforehand. So it went full pendulum swing. It went from you weren't really getting motion with the Future track 5 months, right? Because everything else that's of recent news has popped up within the last month and some change, give or take. So through July, you don't have much, and then the phone calls start leaking. You have more tapes come out. You get the Gunna feedback, and now you're explaining yourself, and you're seeing all these conversations. And it's not like majority of them are not positive. Majority of them are not positive. And so you rush. To me, it kind of seemed like that album was put together in a way of like, damn, man, they keep asking for music. I didn't got this far down the hole. It most of the feedback, it sounds like it's rushed. It wasn't what you could have saved this for your second album back. If you're gonna, I'm not saying the song. Let me be clear, but like the artistry behind it, what you had going on back and forth, even for the Mariah thing, because without the phone calls, that kind of looks like it could have been utilized in the way of a rollout the same way Cardi did. But even worse, to go back to that date, Gunna's album sitting for as long as it did and being in rotation for as long as it was, I think also affected it. Because now he's been on
Oh, it
repeat, and it's just been his side of the, his voice. So his voice is just playing for how long was it? At least
When Gunna came back,
6
when
months?
Gunna came back and put out "Fuck You Mean," it changed the narrative on Gunna. Everybody was talking about, oh, it's fuck Gunna, it's woo, whatever, and then he came back slapping shit. Shit. 101, "Fuck You Mean," like he came back slapping shit, and it's like, yeah,
He gave you a TikTok jingle.
the music speaks volumes if you shut up. That's all I got for the Thug album, man. I think,
And telling us is like, that's the thing we got to realize and remember. He started this before he even got released with Twitter. Oh, whatever Wham say goes.
yeah, all of that, and it's like Wham been ass since,
Like,
yeah, like, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
like, bro, since you've been, it's one of those situations like, brother, I know you've been gone for 2 years. You've been inside for 2 years.
Things
The
have
world
changed.
changed a lot.
Things have changed.
This ain't my turn no more.
Yeah, no.
So
His turn is
Wham
over.
can't call the shots like he did. Yeah, the numbers are there because of where his stardom has gotten, but it ain't really what Wham say go. You got to make that move and that motion to really do it. And to your point again, Ray, about it felt rushed. He just had that Big Bang interview, a month ago? And let's just say maybe not even a month ago. And you got a song, whoop-de-doo. So yeah, we know we know. You went and put all your touches on this, which is another reason why, oh yeah, you delayed this album for 4 months because June was a complete lie from the beginning. Which plays a part into, oh, you ain't like with a Gunna, you didn't take your time to put out your body of work to just say, here y'all go. You made it to where we had to hear you. And then we get the music where, like Rose and everybody was saying during the earlier topic with Cardi and Nicki, we're from an era where we ain't supposed to hear you motherfuckers.
Facts.
And we hearing you at your worst moment. in fanfare.
Mm.
You didn't do anything to clean it up because the universe was working against you. So yeah, and it's like when you
working
put out a
against
rush
them,
product, it's gonna look like that. Go ahead.
so working against them, do we address the therapy comment?
I'm cool.
Because I think this is synonymous.
I'm cool.
I do.
I'm cool
I think it's synonymous, man.
I got a quick piece. And this is it. Therapy. This is what I'll say. You, as first of all, though, you have very weird things that you think make you a man and don't. That's strange in itself. But beyond that, your woman going to get therapy, you going to get therapy. It's not an issue. You're not less of a man if your woman goes to therapy. And to say like, oh, you gonna go talk to somebody else over what I'm saying, brother, you might be the problem. And in this situation, you were. So if folks is going to therapy, let them go do that. Let them and don't try to violate the patient confidentiality agreements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let folks rock. I think, and just to the broader spectrum of like our community, therapy is a good thing. Go talk to somebody. Everybody need to go see the lady. Go talk to somebody. Your friends are not your therapist. Your music is not your therapist. Your art is not your therapist. Your therapist is your therapist. That's all I got on the comment, on that comment.
And hold on, because what you said, go see the lady. Specifically, go see the lady or go see the man, because that's why we here.
Yeah,
he said it.
whichever one.
And I'm saying no, but I'm saying because we here because specifically he like, oh, if you go talk to another man, I'm not a man. Like that's what like he was using like another like, and it's like your perception of manhood and your identity of what falls and what your markers for what happens that dictates manhood is really off. Like you need therapy for that specifically to break that down of what it is.
You specifically need therapy. You should be first in line. You, Nicki, Cardi, the Bardys, the Barbs, all y'all need to be going up there and making them appointments. I think
who is Young Thug signed to?
Leor.
Not anymore. Why I said 300? Leor, he was Leor,
yeah. 300, I think.
Okay. Who brought him
Yeah,
in?
he ain't signed by Birdman.
Yeah, he
was Brick Squad.
Yeah,
Gucci.
Brick Squad brought him in. Brick Squad and Rich Kids.
Who made him famous?
Like, I see what you're saying, because
I wouldn't say it made him famous, but I would, because like
I see what you're saying. The Nicki feature did
outside of Atlanta. No, not the Nicki feature. Outside of Atlanta, we found out about him through the Young Money issue.
Oh, well, that's y'all. Thug was bumping Stoner way before that. Like Stoner
my
was Stoner.
First project listening to him was 1017 Thug.
Facts. And the Nicki feature on Stoner also gave him a look. So like, yeah, he had some joints in before we got to the Rich Gang piece of it. For sure.
I remember Stoner, but he was still with them. And then when him and Quan got together, that's when he started circulating out here. I don't know, man.
I ain't putting that on Bird, man.
They need. I don't want to say someone needs to be. I think I think they're all related, man. Once you touch that camp, it's ability, bro.
That's possible.
On the clean, what he is saying about therapy to y'all's comments, in an honest moment, taking his name off of the table, that's kind of the thought process that happens when you see, especially on the men's side, what our thoughts are on therapy or how it's historically been. Because every time therapy was introduced to people, it came with you were either all the way gone or there was some type of dire need behind why that would even be recommended to you. And that could be a shot at your pride, your ego, your personality. If you're still in that uncomfortable stage, it's understandable. I understand what my brothers are saying. I also want to add to the piece of, if talking isn't for you right now and you're still trying to figure out how to get there, find some form of healthy therapy. And if that's something like, I know you had mentioned the music, or if some people go to the gym, or just finding that ability to get yourself in a position to kind of flush your system at minimum, and then maybe work on finding the comfortability to talking. And then once you get to talking, then talking to somebody, and then who that somebody is, you know, that the path of getting to that piece, because some people really do feel uncomfortable having discussions, but they have found a way to ease their mind and whatnot. So finding that idea is a conversation that Black men are
and women
currently addressing in totality, right? But I start with us. I just start women, yes, for sure. But you know, especially on we often talk about how men and our thought processes go along on this show, and when we have these conversations, and that's this is something that's a part of the premise of what we're bringing to y'all. For men, you're pushing to find a healthy outlet. You're pushing to find a healthy outlet, and his thoughts behind it is how a lot of us sound. Even if you found your path and you're starting to get healthy, you probably started right around where he was at. You had that thought. Someone had to teach you, or something had to help you get past that hurdle. So we hear you when you're there. If you're not him, we hear you when you're there, and we can do our due diligence to try to help support in the way that you, if you're listening to this, let us know if there's a way that we can help support you or help get you to a place where you feel the support. We're here for that too.
Yeah, for sure. And last thing I'll say this, just know that there are laws that forbid your therapist from telling folks what you talked about. They can't talk about it with their partner. They can't talk about it with their friends. They can't talk unless you admit to criminal activity or you are in danger of yourself or others. It's the only time that they can get that off. But outside of that, it's a closed door. It's a closed door. That's an open space for you to get it off. And, you know, and they also give you things like, you know, assignments to do to like further reinforce the therapy, just so that it's not just, oh, you're just gonna come up here, run your mouth for however long, get this off your chest, and then you just go do a whole nother week of fuck shit and then come back and do it again. Like, it's not supposed to be a cyclical thing like that. Not to say therapy should end at a certain point, but it is a space where you can go and speak freely within the confines of the law and, you know, and do that. So I would just say that, yeah, for sure. Apologies to the fans. It's all men on this stage. We're about to get into women's business, unfortunately. So back to what Ev was talking about in his Capping Your Raps. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj have been in that the drama and the drama wanter have been in a hellfire storm of just fuck shit for the last like 3 days, and I think it just booted back up like right before we jumped on this joint. I think they just started tweeting each other again. This shit is ridiculous.
Let me go peek.
Cardi B's album,
you know
came out.
What did I say last week? What did I say last week?
You are the drama. We all got all got the
sometimes answer. you the drama. And you just have to watch it because they're outside our structure. We don't understand how you end up here. They're outside the men's structure. This is what y'all do. Our job is to sit down. Just sit down.
I'm gonna just watch, just see what's going on. So
that's all you can do.
Cardi B's album came out. We told y'all that. We reviewed the album. Go peep the last episode. And we also talked about how Nicki Minaj put out a tweet announcing her album, like same day, I think it was, or whatever, right? Cool.
And we're responding to all comments.
Yeah.
We're responding music-wise, though.
If the bar want to pull up,
I put that disclaimer there. For music, because if y'all doing what she doing, I'm not outside for that. I don't got it. I don't got that skill. I don't. For what
my
if y'all talking the way she talking, I don't got. Hey,
listen. So she puts.
I just want to be a calm guy. If I don't want y'all doing no research and saying nothing crazy about none of us, I'm sending Ev to you.
So she put out the album as the numbers started to come in, as projections came out and things like that, she was accused by Nicki Minaj of, faking streams for whatever reason. She responded there, basically, saying like, you jealous, you bitter, you bored, you must have missed me, blah blah blah. It was pretty tame. It was cool. Like, but it was direct. They was getting at each other or whatever. Nicki, you was deleting tweets and you soft for that. Ain't no tweets been deleted since, but here we are. So it started off there. It was a whole lot of back and forth. You jealous? You don't know me like that. We can get outside. Whoopty whoop. All of that. Cool. Y'all want to talk about peer groups. Y'all want to talk about classes. Y'all want to talk about I'm not even trying to do the music you trying to do. We not in the same lane. Get off my dick type shit. I'm here for that. That's entertaining. That's fun. And then they brought fertility. Cardi brought up Nicki's fertility, alleged fertility issues. Nicki denies this. That right there is where I checked out. I was gone from that. I was like, oh, they're going somewhere else. This might get kind of crazy. And lo and behold, it did. It definitely did. There have been children brought into this. Children have been called animals and creatures. And I'm gonna just say this as your resident woke nigga. Hey, out to the people. This is disgusting, yo. Like, talking about folks' kids like this, ain't nobody trying to rap after that. And to the bigger piece of it, whether folks
Outside
are on
the structure.
I'm saying though, but even to the folks that's outside the structure,
Outside
like
the
this still applies though, because like we saw, they ain't trying to do no rap shit no more. They want to fight and possibly do some other things. Like shorty folks is asking for addresses and all type of shit. So it's like, bro, let's keep it rap. This is not hip hop. None of this is hip hop. Right?
Shit over, bro.
Shit over. A brother can dream, man. A brother can dream. I just wanted to say though, I did just want to say real quick. Hold up, real quick, because I do gotta say. Hold on, brother, because I gotta say this. Hold on. If folks is on the spectrum, that is fine. That is not shit to joke on. That is not shit to play about. That shit is not some funny shit to get LOLs about, shit like that. If folks is gay, that is fine. That is okay. That is not no shit to joke on a nigga about. It's not a good joke. It's not in good taste. It's homophobic. If folks are gay, if folks are on the down low,
them jokes flying, man.
I understand. The jokes be flying.
Opportunity.
The jokes be flying, but we do got to keep it a bean. We got to keep it clean. The joke is rooted in homophobia. These jokes is rooted in, like, I'm just saying, it is what it is. And if folks is on the DL, that is their business and not yours.
Yep.
All right. Outing folks without their consent is also homophobic. So if we could just get back to talking about rap shit and discussing things like I hate a numbers talk, but I would much rather a numbers talk than this bullshit. Absolutely. This is fucking ridiculous.
This is woman shit. This is what they get into. This ain't, at least men rap battles. A nigga either die or nigga rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real smoke. Nigga die or nigga rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna die. Ain't nothing finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just finna be more tweets. This shit a waste of time, bro. Like, music just used to be better when niggas shut up. Like, when you shut up and just make music, the shit used to cook. Like, when I knew less about my favorite artists, it was so much better, bro, because we used to get the stories and we understand where you at through the album. And then you do your little press run and then you go home and you go away. You go tour when it's time to go tour and then you go home, you go away. Now everybody just so accessible. Like, they don't even follow each other and they tweet each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
This is social media, not attacking media.
That's
we're gonna have to put a disclaimer on Ray's camera. Hold on, we're gonna have to put a disclaimer on your camera, Ray. Like just in case we got to put
like
some
for
type
some
of
seizures and shit. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Like just beware his camera moves for some reason.
But yeah, this
we don't
shit
know.
just done got corny, bro. Like even back to the Kendrick and Drake shit, at least it all started behind raps. Like it started about who wanted to be the best, like who thought they had the #1 spot. You know what I'm saying? Now this shit just done turned into your son can't count. Like yo baby daddy gay. Like I don't know what we're doing at this point or what we trying to prove here. But like get in the booth. Get in the booth. Like if y'all trying to get
Okay.
it off like that, get in the booth. We don't have
Broad
to do all
question.
that tweeting and talking about what's the address and all that. Y'all are multimillionaires, bro. Y'all look stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
look
You
dumb.
said you got a question,
But
right?
see, this leads to my question. This leads to my question though, because even for what I was saying last week, doubling down on is outside the structure. To both of y'all talking about getting in the booth and rap or keeping it to rap, and this even goes for you, Ev. I'm just asking a question for all y'all. On the woman side of the house in rap, is this not the norm? When they get into beefs, it's never really just being in the booth. This is kind of their way of beefing in hip hop. So when y'all are saying hip hop, are we taking the men's side approach? Because
I mean, not
Nah,
that's
really.
because
what we
it
would do.
don't
Because
be like
again,
this.
outside
Like,
of our structure,
it
It
don't
don't
be
be
like
like
this. When Remy,
Lil
when
Kim
Remy
and
was
Nicki's
as
beef
dissing
far
wasn't
you
Nicki,
go
this.
all the way back to
yeah,
Lil
when
Kim and
Remy
Nicki
was
beef
dissing
wasn't
Nicki,
this.
she dropped her
It was
diss.
rapping. It was raps. Like we can't. Yeah, like Remy's beef with Lil Kim. I
that,
mean,
it wasn't just
Nicki's beef.
they were
Nicki's
online
beef with
too,
Lil.
doing the same
They was
thing.
online. No, they wasn't doing all this, bro.
It wasn't like this, bro. You tweet.
They was doing. They was doing
Okay,
interviews. They might have talked about
they
it.
didn't say these things, but hands,
It wasn't.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what.
Like
So
they
then
didn't
it's
say
not
these
the
things, but
same.
hands were
It's not the same. They was
Nah.
Hold on. I
beefing.
think I get both points. Both points. Hold on, real quick. I think this is the thing here. When you said Nicki and Remy, right? Nicki was tweeting.
She
Remy
always
wasn't.
tweeting. She the
But
only
that's
one
see,
tweeting.
wait. But here we go. That's what it is. You finally met somebody that's gonna tweet you back finally, and that's why. Guess what? If only one side is always talking, you talking to a wall. You're talking to nobody. If the other person ain't, if the other person is only solely responding on wax, and you putting shit into the abyss of Twitter, nothing's gonna get heard. You finally got somebody that's gonna put it on wax and respond to you, and it's one of those situations where y'all playing that one up game. It's just like Jonan. You get hit too hard, you go
Now
up.
you want to fight.
But see, you gotta understand what you up against. Some people are in a psychosis, like they have other shit going on that you probably don't understand. Nicki low key look like she is in a state of mind that it's not normal.
Facts.
So, but it was a tweet that I
had
think she might have
allegations as
deleted, and it's still through there. But she said, "Bro, y'all tried to sabotage my tour. Future got off my tour, and Juice World got on the tour, and then all of a sudden, Juice World died. Y'all tried to sabotage my tour. What are you talking about? What
but
are you,
again, what
That's
is
crazy.
different?
R.I.P. to
bro?
Juice WRLD.
OD trying to
What-
smuggle dough.
But what
Facts.
is different between this? That's why. Okay, wait. This isn't the first one that got physical too, because that's what they've been threatening. They've already had an altercation, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if we got Kia Trina, we got Azalea and whoever she pull up on, Remy Ma and Foxy got into it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm that's why I asked the question. On that side of the house, is
But
this
like
not
like
how
you
they
just
get
said,
down?
folks will get to hitting like Trina, Kaya, like they'll get the hitting. Remy and Foxy might get the hit, but they hitting. Like they got the hitting. It wasn't no, oh, bro, I'm
There
finna
wasn't
tell
social
you this.
media.
I'm finna tell. Right. I mean, and granted, that's a part of it, but also it's like because we had the beef
know what I'm saying?
DVDs back in the day, so folks was doing interviews about the folks they was beefing with and stuff like that. But this, since we didn't got into the social media era of it, when it come to Nicki, because she's the consistent person with beef, her ops of recent will go back and forth with her online a little bit, but then it'll dub out. Like when she was going back and forth with Megan. Megan may have said something, may have subtweeted or whatever, but it's usually, but she got to the booth. You see what I'm saying? Like Lotto, might be a subtweet here or there, but folks might get on live and say something, and then they stop responding to her.
Yeah, if you're talking about cattiness, yes, women are. That's
catty,
what they do.
yeah.
They're gonna be catty. Like it's a difference between how men and women operate. In rap, yeah, when social media came around, motherfuckers start being catty. Like that's what, and Nicki plays a big part in a lot of that. But I can't just say that this is a constant theme of what women do when they got beefs. Nah, I can't co-sign that. I can't co-sign that.
This shit don't be going like this. Like
Almost
this shit.
every beef
Hold
that
on.
happened between women rappers.
Wait. Are we saying women in rap now, or are we saying like? Because I'm just trying to understand because of Ray's question. Are we saying women in rap or women in general with that? Because that cattiness.
He's saying women rap
talking
in
about
general.
rappers.
Yeah, he's talking about women rap in
Like
general.
I said on that side of the house, because remember they were saying to their credit, that's why I was only asking the question. I'm not necessarily applying that. I was asking it for Nick and Rose. They were both saying get in the booth, right? And it's not to say that it, to Rose's point, it's either you're in the booth or somebody passes. Those are the options. So you don't really have too many physical altercations necessarily on what is the in between of getting in the booth and passing away. The women get in the booth. We haven't seen, fortunately, and hopefully we don't, somebody lose their life in this style of beef that we've seen during our lifetime. Mm-hmm. But they do a lot of this. You get it, whether it be the interviews, whether it be social media, hands are flying. So almost every woman beef that has came up, this type of energy is that's what I'm more so getting at. This is our usual structure. So when we say get, like you did, but like I haven't seen a man say that outside off of wax to say what we've seen them say out loud. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
because we
I heard what they said about Lil C.
But this is an isolated situation too. Like I can say
okay.
that this is kind of isolated. We ain't never seen it get like this with nobody for real,
and be this long between women too.
This
literally starts 2017-18, and it's just been layered.
Okay,
going forward.
Yeah, say less. So essentially, that was the only question I had to it, because now everything else tells me it's a Young Money problem. It's you. It's not an isolated issue. It's an isolated person. An isolated person, and that person just happens to be attached to the Young Money issue, bro.
They always run into the internet. All year. What's up with you YM niggas?
Oh, see, that was my thing. See, that was something I was gonna say, because when we were talking about like how you said Nicki is always the one tweeting, it's the narrative painting. I'm going to point my narrative first, and then guess what? Like we said, it's on social media. If I'm the one, and this goes into that seniority thing, if I've been around here longer, I probably do have more fans too. And if I've been doing this the longest, when I spread and say something, more people gonna pick up on that. And the quicker and the more that I put my narrative out there, that's what get picked up on, and that's what gets followed. So I think like Nicki, like she's in a state of mind, but narrative and her perception with her fans is probably always at the forefront first.
And to that point, I think everybody needs to go to therapy at this point. I think everybody needs to stop venting on the internet and go vent to a licensed professional. I think Nicki should go first. I think Cardi should go next. And I think all of the barbs, all of you niggas need therapy. If you are a stan of any artist, you need help. That is not healthy. These people don't know you. They may have helped you through a time in your life, but they will never know that unless you see them and tell them that, and they're gonna forget your face because everybody tell them that. Please go find something to do. Y'all be on folks' clocks at the job doing this shit. Grow up.
Also, Offset, them your kids too, brother. Speak up. You can't just let this run them up.
Yeah,
your kids too.
That's a fact.
You got something to say about everything else? It's time to talk, boy.
Thank you, Rose. Because you know what? Because you leading me. Yeah, you leading me to what I was about to say. As like Nick skipped over a specific group of people. For y'all that are being mentioned by these two, please get therapy as well, because what you are going through is crazy. For what they're saying online, is somebody pulled up on me and was quoting them, especially when you get to the barbs or you get to the Cardi B fans, and now they in my comments talking about what my favorite color is and shit like that. Hey man, for y'all in the midst of this, bro, I hope for the best. I really do, man, because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, man.
And
that'll
I'm gonna say
close.
this.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead.
no,
Go
I
ahead.
got one thing.
Do you think?
I don't give a damn who we are, if we cool, nothing like that. Don't refer to me as I'm one of your go get 'em bitches or go get 'em niggas. Don't ever in your life.
Because
All
when you
right.
was at what did what bruh say? He said because when we was at the Lions Den, we was sending you to the store. Don't refer to
Yeah,
me as a store.
absolutely not. All right, because JT Boo, stand up. You just put a diss out too about Cardi. Stand up,
Yeah.
Shawty. Because
That shit is jerk. You
don't
put up a
Nick,
McStinky. That
Nikki
shit
referred to
bad.
you as one of her go get 'em bitches. That means you a sick 'em.
Sick 'em, get 'em,
All
get
right,
'em.
What you call her? What you call
you
her?
eat
Lap dog.
Ness.
Lap
You
dog.
eat Ness going to get the cheesecake, making the band.
Go walk to Harlem,
Why?
nigga.
Like, what we
He's
doing
grown.
here? Don't do
Nikki
that.
told JT to go walk to Harlem from Queens and go get her out.
Like, so stop. All right,
Man,
Come on,
stop.
man. Come on, man.
that
This is
track was
ridiculous.
terrible. That track was terrible.
I thought it had some
That track
decent
was
lines in there.
terrible.
I thought overall it's not good.
McStinker.
I chuckled at a few lines. I did chuckle at a couple lines.
I
But
ain't get a
that
good
After
listen.
what she said to you up and down that album, that's not enough. If Cardi just dropped a track and then you responded as like, okay, this is the beginning. She gave you an album of taking turns bouncing between noggins, and you were just one that she was thumping on. You can't. This song wasn't enough to.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
not-
fight back, bro.
it's definitely not
You know what I'm
enough.
saying?
It's definitely not enough. Underwhelming, I'll say. But that'll close us being in women's business. I think we handled that pretty well. Appreciate you, fellas. Moving on, tomorrow, Friday, Diddy will be sentenced for his crimes. Those crimes are that's crazy. That's crazy. Those crimes include transportation to participate in prostitution. The DA is looking or asking for 11 years. They're trying to get 11 years on that man. His team is asking for time served. Now, just be honest here. I definitely don't think he's getting 11. That's y'all can forget about that shit. I think he'll probably get time served. He may get a couple years. That'll be the time served will be tacked on to that. He'll do a little bit of time and go home. That's like best case scenario for me. That's just what I'm thinking. If I'm thinking practically, that's probably the best case scenario, being realistic. But worst case scenario, that boy going home, man. He going home. He finna go be sitting at the house and probably continuing this bullshit because can't stop, won't stop. You know?
Yeah.
Do y'all got
Diddy Bop
stop
this shit.
you stop it right now. You stop it.
Oh no,
what-
I was imitating him. That ain't me. That was not Ev. That wasn't Ev. That was Diddy from
Yeah.
jail. Sorry.
Yeah, clean it up. What y'all got? Ev, what you think he gonna get? You think he going home or what you
I got
think? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Ray. Oh, you want me to go? All right. Well, I think he probably gonna get time served. I'm gonna be honest. Keep that nigga, man. Keep the nigga, dog. Like we done seen it play out. Yeah, he didn't get found out guilty of the harshest crime the niggas was trying to find. Keep that nigga, man. Cause guess what? Y'all gonna let him get out. Y'all gonna let him produce a couple tracks. Y'all gonna let him get on the Chocolate Factory run and accept him back with open arms. And that's what it is. All right. Like I'm one of the people, bro. I don't listen to a lot of shit that the boy is dealing with. He's not in a lot of the shit that I produced, all that. No. Now I will say Biggie, one of my favorite rappers, so I got to deal with that. I do, but I don't listen to Cuz, and I'm not entertained by Cuz a lot. So keep the nigga, bro. For me,
Keep
but I
God
think
first.
if in real time of what he's gonna get, I think he's getting time served, and at max he gonna get sentenced. I would say maybe 3.
Yeah.
But keep him.
What you think, bro?
Told you, man. They gonna bust it down the middle, man. I kind of I can see the play. You know what I'm saying? They already said his son said they ain't got all the evidence, so some other shit at the house. He probably using his leverage. My man cooking, you gotta let him cook up. He done heard everything y'all done said. He remembers. So when he get out, he start playing them games with everybody. Don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? He start doing all that wild shit again. Just be mindful. But they probably split it down the middle, man. Throw him a little 4.5 pack. You know what I'm saying? Little time served. At the end of the day, if you can't find somebody guilty just because of the way we feel, we can't just have him sit in there. That's not how the system works. That ain't how it works.
To be fair though, the charge does carry a 10-year max. So they can railroad him.
They do carry a 10-year max, and he did take it to trial. So they could try to throw the whole book at the boy.
And with the DA getting fired previously with the case, like all of that, like you kind of, the court ain't fucking with you.
And I believe at the end of the day, what is the system made for? Convictions. They want a conviction. He probably done spent a lot of money litigating. He done spent a lot of money on this case. He done greased some hands. He done did what he had to do. Probably busted down the middle. I'll be surprised if he, if he do any more jail time after this, it'll be a year, like maximum.
I can see it. Like they turned down 50 M's from him a few times. Like I don't.
Yeah,
that's bad. It's bad business right there.
I think it's different. I'll start with this. Really
camera nasty.
Dear Judge Subramini, however you say that name.
That's not real. What you about to read? It's not real.
I've had an ongoing. No. We here to. I'm here to joke. I'm here to joke. They putting out messages allegedly from 50 Cent hitting up the judge trying to say, hey man, I'm still scared.
It's whack. You mad because your baby mama got crushed on. It's lame. I don't want to. It's whack. Your baby mama was getting flipped out there on the boats, and now you mad. And no, you get no airtime, my boy. You're nasty. You're mad.
When we seen 50 be mad, bro. When we seen 50
been mad.
Been mad all his life.
In his career. He been mad his whole like 50 whole energy is like I'm upset.
He been mad since he took 9.
Which rightfully so. Rightfully so.
They were flipping your BM. You're upset, brother. I get it.
All right.
That
was wild. I'm sorry.
That was crazy.
Whoa.
What? But he said he been. Yeah, we ain't even gonna repeat that. But yeah. Let it leave.
To the other piece. And in all seriousness, I do think he does sit. My guess would probably be 2 to 3 years, only for the fact that, bro, they went after him with a RICO. So this would also be put in unprecedented terms on if he walks away with no jail time and the way that they've been going about the RICO cases in federal court for the history of it, that would kind of shake some things up. I don't know if he can. And to the additional piece, he's only sat a year. And I know only sounds crazy in jail terms, but considering the way that they're trying to pitch time served and what the maximum is, a year, literally is only 10%. Most of the times they're going to cut you a shorter sentence and they're going to go about it. They're trying to get you to do at least a quarter. I can't see him just sitting a year on a RICO and then walking away with just probation for. So I do think he sits down for at least 2 to 3, somewhere in there.
Folks said we ain't spent all this money to convict you to let you go, Ning. You thought this was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they made money off of this.
And y'all know me, I don't even rock with prison like that. I think it's the way they running it is terrible. We done already been through this, right? I think Buddy needs massive rehabilitation. I think Buddy needs massive therapy, massive cognitive behavioral therapy, like talk therapy. He need a lot. And I don't think he gonna get it in there. But for the Diddy coming back with unfrozen accounts is a terrifying thing, considering what we know he be on. That is terrifying to the public. So just oh man. But yeah, that's that. Last thing here. We go ahead and get up out of here. Stop it. Last thing, we're gonna end on something like
that's our call and signal. We don't need that.
Possibly light. It could get a little. We gonna see. Casanat cut his hair. Casanat has cut his locks. He, ironically enough, looks like Diddy to me, like the boy's favor type shit.
He wasn't keeping God first, man.
Now I don't really have no like super deep dive on it. I would just say the whole like idea of, you know, once you cut your locks, now you look so much more presentable is rooted in racism. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. Like we ain't got to go too far into it. Locks are locks. They only were called dreads because them crackers thought they were dreadful. That's the lore. I don't even refer to dreadlocks as dreadlocks. I refer to them as locks. Do y'all have any, you know what I'm saying, F?
I will say for me, it was the reasoning that they put behind it was that like he wanted to pursue acting and he wants to pursue acting more. And you know, he branched out from being a streamer. He wants to really actualize the career aspect that he now has of the success that he has. And in acting, I understand the perception of, oh well, if you have locks, you only can portray certain roles. And I think again that's rooted in racism, because how does your hair completely and outright define a role?
There you go. There you go.
So that's the thing of that for me, is that I do kind of feel like it's unfair in that regard, but that's a bigger, longer discussion of history and everything.
Yeah.
And I would say if he's happy with it, truthfully, and he's okay with it, and because again, because I'm not the biggest Casanat person, I don't know his lore, his history, but again, for you to have locks and as long and as beautiful as they were, I'm gonna say that because all hair is beautiful. I don't give a damn. It's your hair.
For sure.
And
For sure.
how long it took for that, you know, to have locks and grow those and maintain those, I truthfully just hope that he's at peace with that, because you know, your hair is a part of you. You know what I'm saying? It's history with your hair. So I just hope that he's truthfully at peace with it, especially to use it as he kind of used that as a milestone thing to do on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having LeBron there and LeBron being the person that cut his hair, it was made an ordeal. So with it, the added pressure of it being the ordeal of seeing it live and everybody seeing it, I just hope that he's at peace with it and he doesn't look back at this like, why? I just that's all. But that's all.
I do want to just one caveat to the all hair is beautiful. You white folks with locks, stop it. Cut it out.
That's not those. Hold on. I've been talking to my brother about this since I was 6. I said this when I was 6. Those aren't locks. That's matted hair.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm saying stop it. It's unhealthy. Like y'all hair be having mildew and shit. Like y'all got chill. Ray, you got anything for this?
Not mildew.
Fuck.
I'm for real, bro. Because they like it's videos where they'll go in and like separate the joint, and it's real deal mildew in that joint. Like it'd be crazy. Like folks be thinking like, oh, I got locks, I don't gotta tend to my hair. Like no, you do. It'll get unhealthy. But do you, Ray? You got anything for this?
With that point, man, if you're happy, genuinely, man, we could be happy for you as you support bigger and better endeavors for sure. I know the hair piece coming up was a thing, but it doesn't bypass the choice of protein selection that was existing on your stream. Egregious, bro. Absolutely egregious.
Stop.
Hold up, because I know Rose ain't got nothing for Casanat's hair. I just want to say there's etiquette to when you meet your idols, all right, and jumping up like you are trying out to be on the next movie of Bring It On is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There is no reason that you should be spreading your legs midair in front of your idols. All right.
Yeah.
You look crazy, brother. You look ridiculous. Like that.
You
that
should
was-
never. You should never be on camera displaying to people how high you will jump in that
For
type of
another
fashion,
man.
bro. Not once. Not once, bro.
And
With
can we
relish,
stop?
you a
and can we
nasty
stop the-
boy.
Can we stop this whole like if you have a father, you know what I mean? Like if you got a dad. I mean, and I don't know that brother. He may not even have the best. He may not. Yeah, right. Like he dad may not have been there. They may not have best situation. Whatever. But that ain't your dad. That ain't your dad. That's weird.
It is now.
And I'm gonna put it this way. Hold on. To
Because
add
based
on
on the
that,
choices he made, yeah, that's his.
nah,
no.
bro. To add on to that,
No more
As a
family
grown-
reunions for you, nigga.
as a grown man, you stop playing into the shit with these people.
Oh no, I'm
You know that ain't your son. No,
I can
no,
do what I want.
LeBron. And then, because don't tell your daughter,
Come
yeah,
on,
this
man.
your long lost brother. No. No, why are you
He
telling
was
your
selling them.
child
He was
on the
selling
show?
them.
Yeah, this your long
LeBron liked the attention too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
All I heard was
That's
shuck and jive, wanna shuck and jive, wanna shuck.
Hey,
and
bro.
jive.
Because
That's all bro was on.
that whole interaction between them two, that's acetaminophen. Like what Orange Man said, that's acetaminophen right there. All that whole shit. That whole shit, bro. That's what he was trying to talk about. Acetaminophen, bro. That's what he doing. Yeah.
Hey, get this nigga off.
Don't tell
of here,
me.
man.
Yeah, bro.
Don't tell me.
The camera
Don't tell
got
me
him
I'm
acting
somebody
up
else's
today.
kids, bro.
Yeah, this
Camera got him acting up.
listen. This has been a wonderful episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. We appreciate y'all as always. Episodes dropping every Tuesday. Like, comment,
Big facts.
subscribe. We will see y'all very soon. Y'all be safe. Rest in peace, ASSATA SHAKUR. Orange Man, you are a fucking liar. And we out.
Yeah, I mean.